the first way to retain your techs, your best techs, don't make them ask for a raise.
Yeah, that's great. Like what do you think? Every quarter you should do a formal review?
Yeah.
And then once or twice a year they should get a raise. The thing that we found is smaller raises more frequently do better than larger ones less frequently.
Yeah, because what happens just with any kind of an employee is the anticipation of a raise sometimes makes people not look for other jobs. Oh, I know I'm going to get another raise. I know I got this coming or whatever it is. I think there's a lot to that when it comes to employee retention, is that they've got to have something to look forward to. In addition to the don't make them ask for a raise, I think that telegraphing when the raise points are is really, really great. And then if you gave like either behavior or performance based surprise raises on top of the expected raise, you'll really retain a lot of your people.
You know what else has worked really good for me? Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Probably the most important thing, what you said, I want to reiterate it. It doesn't have to be a $5 an hour raise. It literally can be a smaller increment, but it's the fact that they're getting a thing every couple of months. I think that's the right way to do it. Lead the market.
Doing a Christmas accrual.
Okay. Let me see if that's on my thing. No.
So this is 6?
Yeah.
No, this really is a part of them not asking for a raise. It has the same effect. Is 25 or 50 cents they put in for every hour they flag, and then you match it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, they have a little Christmas money that mama don't know about. But same thing, they're not going to quit when they lose what you would be matching.
Yeah, which I think around August, you tell them where they're on pace to get from their match.
Well, you do it every paycheck.
Yes, that's great. I love that idea. That's kind of like what I've got with number 4. So I'll get to my version of that, but I think the Christmas thing makes a ton of sense, and it's more encompassing than mine was of everybody. Second thing I've got here is recognition. So their shop is their home away from home. So make their toolbox area look like their place they want to stay, and they're not going anywhere. So like, I'm a big fan of, I know it sounds crazy, but like banners, if somebody's a Ford certified master tech or whatever it is, like stuff that hangs like, this is the home of Bill Smith. I think that anything like that, like making that area permanent, is a good sign. And like, you just want to recognize, I've seen a lot of our clients are doing like 10-year plaques, 15-year plaques, 20-year plaques, putting pictures of the employees that have been for a long time in the trophy case in the showroom. So I think all that stuff is really, really important. But the recognition gets you just as far as the money. In a lot of cases, just letting them know that you appreciate it. What do you think about that one?
It's great.
Okay. This one might be the most controversial. Buy them car.
Explain.
So it's not unlike the thought of like the demo thing, but in a lot of cases, you can lease a technician a car for a fairly reasonable amount of money, and where they're a source for having a vehicle. So if it's $500 a month for a lease, then you can do whatever where you reimburse them for the $500 or something like that. But
yeah, I've done apartments before.
Oh, I wouldn't hesitate to use that as a recruiting strategy for sure. If you're trying to do a reload from somebody out of town.
Or if it's in a area where they can't afford housing or they don't want to live there. Like I've had places where technicians fly in for 2 weeks and then fly home for 2 weeks.
Oh, up north, I bet.
Yeah. Because it's the oil fields and no wives and kids want to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's freaking cold.
So they already have a home somewhere else. They're coming in and just working.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Like a little catastrophe team. That's good stuff. All right. So number 3 is lease them a car. Then number 4, this is kind of like what Chris was saying with the Christmas bonus, but the same thing, it can be a longer term thing, is starting a college fund for their kids where the employer doesn't match. So, it sounds like just a little bit, but like 50 cents an hour over a 5 or 6 year time period probably ends up to be a bunch of dough. And if you pull it from their pay for the 50 cents, it's a savings account that they forget that they've got. And then you match it on the 50 cents for an hour. Like, even though colleges are expensive, that would be a great way for technicians to stay around and stay loyal.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.